the intelligent separation of bulk goods using the ProSix 6-axis robot, its integral image processing system, and the circular conveyor tracking system from EPSON. The robot cell is designed to bring various components from a chaotic bulk goods mass into a defined supply chain in the correct position. The system delivers maximum flexibility by a fast unloading system and a fully automatic tool-changing system. ZBV Automation, based in Trasdorf, developed the ZBV feeder supply unit and thus managed to solve a widespread production problem, namely that rigid feed units such as trays require a good deal of adjustment and maintenance work if components are changed. The innovative ZBV feeder, on the other hand, works irrespective of the component. It is also available as a turnkey unit in a range of sizes and with a bus connection, making it ideal for retrospective automation. The intelligent interplay between EPSON components creates an extremely modern and efficient feeding result. In its capacity as a specialist for fast, precise handling and assembly robots, EPSON has created a compact industrial robot in the form of the agile, compact and precise repetition 6-axis ProSix S5L, the perfect robot for this type of application. With its slim design and 895mm range, it meets all the requirements for automation with complete precision. The powerful EPSON RC620 Plus controller, with its intuitive EPSON RC Plus software, not only controls the robot, but also the entire cell. The data from the EPSON Vision and Conveyor tracking systems do not require any additional interfaces for central processing. The EPSON Vision Guide image processing system consists of the CV1 control unit, a high-resolution camera, and the image processing software, which is seamlessly integrated in the development environment. The EPSON conveyor tracking system records the angular velocity of the turntable using an encoder. This is then used to calculate the orbit of the parts which must be tracked. The user can choose between cyclical or continuous mode, depending on the application and the parts being handled. In cyclical mode, the turntable is at a standstill while the parts are being recorded by the camera. Afterwards, it moves on to the removal position and the robot removes the found parts. In continuous mode, on the other hand, the location and position of the work pieces are recorded while the system is running. The EPSON conveyor tracking option then synchronizes the robot's movement precisely with the orbit and the peripheral speed of the parts, which has been recorded by the camera. This enables the work pieces to be removed from the rotating turntable without any problem. The entire cell is controlled by a graphic user interface, or GUI for short. This was created quickly and at low cost using the EPSON GUI Builder software option and also runs on the RC620 Plus controller. The required operating mode and the product to be handled are also selected, and the commands are sent around the system using an Ethernet or field bus network. The intelligent feeder can then start work. The innovative principle behind the ZBV feeder is based on its turntable, which can be divided into several segments which can operate in parallel and independent of each other. The main difference from conventional feeders which operate on a serial basis is that loading, sorting and unloading processes can be decoupled as required and completed in separate locations on an arc at the same time. This is what enables the system to have a capacity of up to 60 parts per minute. In addition to the version shown here with 2-part storage units, multiple bunkers can also be attached to enable parts to be stored while being mixed. The first segment is the loading zone. The parts land here from one of the 2 bunkers when additional parts are required. The system automatically feeds parts when the camera above the separating zone detects that the level has fallen below the minimum. This is done by the integrated EPSON Vision Guide image processing system. The camera forwards the recorded image data using a reflected light method to the EPSON CV1 vision controller. This evaluates the data using the blob analysis tools. If too few parts are found, more are fed. If enough parts are found, but they are not ready for collection as they are in the wrong position or covered, the freely programmable cylinder array is activated. This is located in the separating zone below the elastic turntable mat. Each cylinder in the array can be enabled so precisely in terms of frequency and amplitude that specific workpieces can be moved into an ideal position. The EPSON vision system immediately calculates the coordinates, including the rotary and folding position of previously separated parts. This information is saved in a list, which the robot then completes automatically. After this, the parts reach the third zone, the so-called settling zone. The bulk goods are given time to settle here to remove residual oscillation so that the 6-axis system can eventually pick up the parts in the removal zone using its tools. From here, each part has a reproducible orientation which allows it to be handled fully automatically. Different components can be handled on every ZBV feeder. Previous components can be removed, either using the feeder's practical quick unloading function, or the EPSON robot can complete the task. After this, the new components are fed into the bunkers in the form of bulk goods and the system is restarted. This reliable emptying of the system means that the charges are completely traceable, a pleasant side effect of the feeder solution for businesses which manufacture the very highest quality products. Often different parts also have to be handled differently. While the plugs shown here can be handled using a vacuum, the housing must be gripped internally. The resultant unproductive tooling times are minimized by the fully automatic tool changes provided by the ZBV concept. After receiving a signal from the cell master, the tool change routine is initiated, which once again significantly increases the overall system capacity. In combination with the products from robot and image processing specialist EPSON, ZBV Automation GmbH has developed a universal, highly adaptable solution for individual feed situations in the form of the ZBV feeder, which satisfies all the complex technical and economical requirements of modern factory automation.